chapter 11 in math. We have 2 chapters left, and I want them to get them both done before the end of the year so that you are ready for 3rd grade. So I got a big job to do. So we have chapter 11 and 12. 11, I think you guys are going to like because it's on measurement. Now, we're going to learn 2 kinds of measurement. We're going to learn customary, and we're going to learn metric. And measurement is called lengths. So if I want to measure something, I'm measuring the length of something. Okay, we're going to watch the video like we normally do that goes with our chapter. And here it is. Hopefully it'll start it spinning.
I love sports. Playing sports helps teach us how to work as a team, keeps us active, and provides lots of exercise. Plus, they're so much fun. My favorite sport is soccer. Last week, I scored my very first goal. I was so excited. I wonder how wide the soccer goal is. Let's measure. Which measuring tool would you use?
Tape measure.
This is a large object, so we'll use the measuring tape to find the width. Wow, the soccer goal is 12 feet wide. Great job! What else can we measure?
She gave me 2.
That's fine. Okay, so we are going to learn how to measure. And we are definitely going to use your rulers in just a minute, but don't get them out yet. So in the classroom, we're going to use a ruler. But there's also some other measuring tools we could use. And one of them was, I'm going to pull this video back up here. And I'm going to pause it right here. Okay, so everybody has a ruler in their desk. Does anyone have a yardstick?
Yes.
In your desk?
No.
No. Do I have one in the classroom?
Yes.
I do. Do you guys know where it's at?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys let's try that. So we will learn all about the yardstick, and I have one right back here by my calendar. I always keep it there because it just lays flat on there. So we will be practicing and using a yardstick. Now, this yardstick is pretty cool. It's long. It's hard. If I wanted to take this and measure something, and I want to take it to the lunchroom, I could do that, but it'd probably be a lot of work because it only goes to 3 feet or 36 inches. So there's another tool that's a lot smaller and handier, and it measures longer. And what would that be, Kaden?
Measuring tape.
Measuring tape.
Measuring tape.
Raise your hand if you have one of these at your house. Perfect. I think most of you do. So this is something that you're going to want to use to measure longer items. So sometimes we measure how tall something is. That's called the length.
Like this.
Now, sometimes I want to measure how wide or fat something is, and that's called the width. So we're going to be learning about the length and the width, okay? All right, our essential question, if you look on your paper, we'll go back to your papers now. Our essential question is, how can I measure items? We're going to learn all about measuring items, all right? Would you, with your pencil, write your name up here in the orange like we normally do, so that when we hand them back into your mailbox, you can see your name right away. Okay, write your name up there.
But you listeners, we don't have mailbox.
I don't. Okay, then flip it, your paper, to the next page. And this is the chapter 11 project. And I'm actually going to let you take this home. I think this would be a fun thing to do. We're going to do something kind of similar next week, but we're going to use a different paper. So this is where you can find objects at your house, and you can determine what tool are you going to use to measure that. So if you want to X it off, you can. If you want to take it home and do it, you can do that too. Okay? All right, now we're going to do the Am I Ready in a minute, but let's go all the way to the back to the My Math Word. Okay. So we're going to review some vocabulary. The first word we actually kind of saw this week a little bit in grammar. What is that word, John?
No, I found EST.
Oh, you found an EST? You certainly did.
Longest.
Good job. There's two of them. So we have the longest and shortest. Good job, John. So just like we did in grammar, we're going to be comparing things. And how perfect is this in math? So what we're going to do is we are going to find 3 classroom objects, and then we're going to list them. And then we're going to compare their lengths, and then write the longest object. We're going to write the longest one here, and then the shortest one here. And then the other one will just can't go in either one, right? So I'm going to draw a stick, and I'm going to draw 3 sticks actually. And whoever I pick is going to just find an object in the room that can be measured. So for example, we definitely have air in our room, but could we measure that with a ruler?
No!
Or a yardstick? No. Okay. Or we definitely have water in our water bottles. But can we measure the water in our water bottles?
Yes.
No. That's called capacity. We're not going to measure the air or the water or anything that's liquid. Okay, so right now, look around the room and think, if Mrs. Murphy picks you, what's the one object that we are going to write down and then see which one's longest and which one's shortest? Okay, here I go. The first lucky person is Journey. Okay, Journey, do you have an object? Ooh, okay. So do you want to do the whole thing or just part of it? Okay. All right, so Journey spied in your mailbox today. You guys got a treat on your papers from Monday, and it was I gave you the Smarties. So hold this right here, and I'm gonna put on the line Smarties, S-M-A-R-T, smart, and then I'll put E-I-E, and it's an I-E,
And an S.
and then an S. Thanks, Mason.
Why do they call them Smarties when they just candy? They don't make you smart.
Okay, now, Journey has ate a few Smarties, which is okay, because later on I'll let you guys get yours too. But, Journey, I'm going to have you measure in inches. How long is this Smartie? 1 inch. We've been doing this in math, haven't we? So, math skills, right? So, under the Smarties, let's put 1 inch. 1-I-N period. Perfect. Thank you, Journey. Okay, you can go back to your desk and write that. I'm going to draw another stick. And then we're going to see what this person can find. Ellie, you want to do your paper? Like your math paper? Is that what you're thinking? Okay. So, we could just write paper. If you want to be really exact, you put math paper. But guess what? Most papers are the same size. Okay. So, let's see how tall this paper is. Ellie, and you can borrow my ruler. What is it closest to? 11. So it's just under the 11, but it's closest to the 11 inch. 11 inches. So underneath the paper, let's write 11 I-N for inch. And a period. Okay. We need one more item. The last lucky person is Kaden.
I never won. Oh,
You're gonna measure the outlet? Okay. So Caden's gonna measure the outlet.
That's closest to 4.
Okay.
4 inches.
4
Miss
inches?
Murphy.
Perfect.
If you said Caitlin, that's my aunt's name.
That's your aunt's name.
Who's that?
Out.
That's my aunt.
Let. I think that's Caden's aunt too, isn't it, Caden? You have an aunt, Caitlin, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now. Caden said an outlet. It's a kind of a compound word here there. And you said it was 4, right, Kaden?
4 inches.
4 inches. Now this is really cool because this is just like grammar. I have 3 items. Looking at my 3 items that we just picked and measured, which one is the shortest out of all of them? So remember, if you have 3 or more, we have to use EST. Which one is the shortest? What do you think, Tyson?
Smarties.
The Smarties.
And then it's outlet the people.
Okay, so the Smarties is the shortest. So over in this circle here, we're gonna write the Smarties. So Journey's object that he found was the shortest out of all 3 of them.
Why does it 4 in?
4 inches. So the IN is abbreviation for inches. We make it short so we don't have to write the whole word. Yeah, so instead of writing inch as inches, we write IN period. And when I put that period, I know it means inches. If I don't put that period, guys, what does that mean? In. It means the word in. 1 in.
1 in.
That was
It
the
says 1 in, 2 to go. Smarty, 1 in, 2 to go.
Yep. Okay. And I know sometimes if you put that 1 right next to it,
Doesn't it look just?
it kind of looks a little funny. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's what I.
Does that look better?
It looks like Lynn when you put it.
Okay. All right. Now,
Linda.
Smarties were the shortest. What one is the longest? What do you think, Ingrid?
Paper.
The paper. The paper was the longest.
Only 1.
All right.
What?
Now Ellie's was 11
That's
inches.
good. That's a nice inch.
Yeah, it's almost a ruler stick.
Murphy, what if you put? Cause what if you wanted it to be a ruler?
It would just be 12 inches, right? Right?
Yeah.
What if it was a yardstick?
You should never do Mrs. Murphy's whiteboard.
That'd be a lot of inches.
Yeah, that's what I would
take that.
Hey, what happens?
What?
What happens to the outlet? Do I get to put them on here?
No.
No, it's just in the middle, so it's not the longest, it's not the shortest, it's just in the middle. Journey. If you want to, you certainly can, but you don't have to. Yes, Addie?
If you would have picked me, I was gonna do the voice level.
Oh, wow. You know what, Addie? Not today, not tomorrow, but,
I was gonna say the
and not Friday, I don't think it's Friday, but next week we'll be measuring bigger, taller things, okay?
Miss Murphy, I was gonna
Okay.
say the yardstick.
Okay,
Miss
all right,
Murphy.
let's go on to the bottom.
Miss Murphy. One day I can burn my dad's tape measure.
Now, on this one, how did you compare your objects? So how did we figure out the sizes of them, the lengths of them? How do we figure that out? Elias, what do we do? We used a ruler. So that's, should we say we used or we measured with a ruler? That's what we did, we measured. We shouldn't say used because what does that mean? We measured with a ruler.
We used it to measure.
Yeah, we used it to measure, right? So we better say we measured with a ruler. Now, if we would have done Addie's idea of measuring the voice level chart, was that your idea, Addie?
Well, not the whole thing, just like
Oh.
one of them, like
Okay,
the one that says my.
okay. If we would have
I
done
was gonna
like,
say the yardstick.
if we would have done something bigger, we probably wouldn't have had just the ruler. We probably would have had to have the yardstick too.
That yardstick, I think, is as long as the clever.
Probably. Let's look.
longer.
Ooh, it's pretty. Oh, look at this, guys.
It depends on which way you're going though.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, if you
No,
go.
I'm seeing like a cross.
So that wait, just a second. This is the height,
Sophie.
and this is gonna be the width. So if I measure the width,
Oh, I guess it's not.
it's gonna be a
It's a
couple of
ruler.
these, isn't it?
It's probably gonna be
It's almost like 1.5 of them.
2 of them.
Almost 2.
You
Okay,
should try a ruler and one.
once you have this done, would you flip it back to the am I ready? do it quickly. Okay. Ellie, yes.
I was gonna say the L on there and then an E on there because they're probably the same size.
You're right. That would have been perfect. Okay, flip it to the am I ready? There's
Subtract. This is pretty easy.
We're going all the way back to like October.
Yeah, we're like subtracting.
okay.
Dang it. Dang it.
Sorry, who was left to right? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought most of you were done. I will put it on the whiteboard. Okay, so can Addie not Addie. Ingrid, repeat what I wrote on the board. We measured.
We measure with a ruler.
Okay.
The Am I Ready looks fun. No. It's easy.
There you go.
I'm on my math work still.
Okay, now, am I ready? This top part is a very good review. So don't start yet because I want to give you some hints. Carson, mouth off, please. All right, on numbers 1 and 3, you are going to be adding. So right now, everybody take your pencil. And I want you to circle the plus sign. We're adding these together. Now, I noticed that when I added 4 plus 8, that number is 12. But can I write that down there?
No.
No. So what are you going to have to do?
You have to put the
We're going to have to carry.
Oh.
Okay, it's been a long time since we've done that, so I'm going to help you on that one. Same with this one. 8 plus 6 is 14. But I got to carry the 1, okay? So everybody write that on your paper right now. Now, number 2. We're subtracting. Circle your subtraction sign. I'm taking 26 and I'm going to take 17 away. And I'm going to subtract going down. I have 6 and I'm going to take 7 away. We have a problem. What's the problem, everybody?
The same do that.
You
What's
can't.
What's our
You
saying?
can't. The top number has to be higher.
What's our saying, Wyatt?
Bigger bottom, better bottom.
Bigger bottom.
Then.
I'm going to borrow from that 2. It becomes a 1. And this becomes a 16. So, I want you to go ahead right now, second graders. I want you to do those 3 problems. Give me the thumbs up when you're done. No, no words, please. Because if I hear anybody talking, I'm going to put you down. Do your best. Just do your best, okay? Add them down. 1 plus 3 plus 1 is not a 2. 1 plus 3 plus 1. Add that again, Mason. I don't see a lot of thumbs. I only see 3, 4, 5, 6. John, you're not done? Okay. Just do your best. If you forgot, it's okay. That's good to know because that means I need to teach it again before the end of the year. Okay. All right, if you have your thumbs up, put your thumbs down. And if you're still working, I want you to keep working, and I just want you to listen to Mrs. Murphy. You are going to finish the bottom. Now, on numbers 11 and, not 11, 4 and 5. You do not need your ruler because the blocks are your ruler. So if I want to measure this pencil, I want to count how many cubes or how many blocks long is it. That should be easy. And same with the scissors. How many cubes or how many blocks is it?
That's the very
Okay.
long scissors.
Now, at the bottom, it says, this is the tricky part. Neil's hand is 5 cubes long. So how long is his hand, everybody?
5 cubes.
5 cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cubes. Now, he measures the checkerboard. It is 3 hands long. So I gotta think, if one hand is 5, another hand is 5, another hand, a third hand is 5. So I want you to think in your head, you know this. 5 plus 5 plus 5. How many cubes is that? Think in your head, write it. Use the clock. 5 plus 5 plus 5. 3 5s. Okay. When you have this paper done,